I think everyone has a shot at redemption. The opportunity to have a comeback, admit wrongdoing, learn from the past, and move forward. Even in today's cancel culture, I think it's definitely possible. I'm sure there's plenty of people who have been canceled and will have that chance to have a comeback. But there's one guy who I think he will never have that opportunity. Actually, he's been given plenty of chances to have that comeback. But there's just one thing he won't do, and because he won't do it, he'll never have that comeback. That man is Carlos Mencia.
Not just outwardly say, I apologize, and then we could just move on from it.
Who do I apologize to?
Bruh.
Would you say you stole jokes? Here's what I would say. When I first started, like every comedian, I wasn't me. I was a version of a bunch of comedians that I thought were funny.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Once I shed that, I was me.
Just answer the question, okay? Please don't play with me right now.
Listen to me and look at me when I tell you this with all honesty. If you think that I steal jokes, fuck yeah, you're right. Of course I fucking steal jokes. Are you out of your fucking mind? When I come to a comedy club, you better run, bitch. You better get the fuck off stage. Because if anything you say is even remotely funny, I'm gonna make it mine. And all I'm gonna do is say Mexican in the front.
Why are you the way that you are?
If you ask anyone about Carlos today, they'll probably remember that moment. The big defining moment in his career where Joe Rogan exposed the truth that many of us probably already knew, that the guy steals jokes from other comedians. It's so widely known now that it's hard to imagine a time where people didn't know about it. This literally destroyed the man's career.
Why would it matter to you?
Why the fuck would it matter?
Why would it matter to you? Why would it matter to you? No, that's just showing to you that your interest in me is fucking retarded.
And while Carlos, or should I say Ned because that's his real name, and trust me, I will get into that later, he has tried desperately to bring back his career, and no matter what he does, whether it be doing more stand-up, appearing in podcasts, making a YouTube channel, changing his appearance, none of it has helped. It hasn't helped in any way to have his big comeback. And you would think that maybe it's because the guy is still stealing jokes. No, I mean, I think the guy is now doing his own material, as far as I can see. The reason is that the guy is still stuck and has not moved forward from the past. And it's all due to a simple reason. The guy never apologized for stealing jokes.
There are several comedians who accuse you of that. Were they all wrong?
Well, none of them have proof. I've recorded every single show that I've done since 1994.
Recorded all my shows since 1993, and if I ever stole a joke, I would go back and say, listen, I could show you that I did it before you, or if I did, I'm sorry. Like, he's trying to find a way to excuse what everybody knows he did.
Like I said, he's tried reinventing himself, but he has never, in the many years that we all know that he stole jokes, he's never acknowledged of wrongdoing. And it's not like the guy has never had the chance to apologize. He has appeared in many interviews, in podcasts, and the guy does not want to address the elephant in the room.
I can take you to my office right now, and you will see big binders of CDs inside of them. And some cassettes, no CDs, just cassettes. And you'll go, dude, that says 1993. What is that? In 94, 95, 96, 97. It just keeps going all the way until now. I've recorded all my shows since 1993. And so whenever I've been accused of stealing a joke, I go up to that person and say, hey man, I heard that you said I took your joke. What joke is it? When did you do it? And I will go in my archives and find out when I did it, because I can literally hand you a copy of something that's dated to show you when I wrote that joke.
And he cannot escape the topic, which is what sadly everyone wants to remember him for. And he will say ridiculous things like this.
To me, when you take a joke that somebody's really worked hard on to create it, because it's fucking hard to write a joke that gets an applause break, that's just fucking hard to do. That's like raping somebody. And whenever I was accused of rape, I went up to that woman and said, hey man, somebody said I raped you last night. Is that what happened? And she said, no, you didn't rape me. And what you're asking me to do is apologize to all the women I've raped.
It does not help his cause one bit. It just makes him dig his grave and make him look like more of an ass. It's sad because I know many people will say the guy has zero talent, but if you watch like the first 2 seasons of Mind of Mencia and some of his stand-up, which at one point I actually did own Mind of Mencia, I used to think the guy had a chance to go up there with some of the greats. And at one point from 2005 to 2007, he was untouchable. He was actually at one point more popular than Joe Rogan. But do I think Carlos can go back to his glory days? No. Because he won't apologize. It's not only that he doesn't apologize, it's that he doesn't come off as authentic. He comes across as someone who is stealing not just jokes, but ethnicity. For those who don't know, he's not really Mexican. He's from Honduras, and his real name is Ned Arnel Mencia. And look, I don't think there's anything wrong with changing your name. You know, many artists do this. Actually, most stand-up and celebrities change their name. But it doesn't help when he has already stolen jokes. It just makes him look even less authentic. Heck, there's plenty of artists and comedians that do this. I mean, perfect example is Larry the Cable Guy. I hate to break it to you guys, but that accent is not real.
Get her done.
However, with Carlos, it doesn't help his cause. We already know that the stain from his past will just not go away. And we keep saying things like, it doesn't matter what I do, he's just creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. One that will keep him stuck in 2007. Honestly, it's just sad. I don't like putting anyone on the spot and saying, you suck. I think Carlos has talent. He can clearly perform in front of an audience. And he has every power in his disposal, even if he doesn't have the popularity he once had, to just own it up. Saying, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, and move on. But because of his ego, his unlikable arrogance, he just won't take ownership of it. And we'll keep seeing him probably in other interviews saying the same things over and over again. Who am I supposed to apologize to? I didn't do anything wrong. And because of that, he will be stuck in that same cycle. Never admitting any wrongdoing, doing the same bits, and not growing as a comedian. Which brings me to the next topic. He also doesn't change his material. He's still stuck doing the same bits, pretending to be Mexican. And I think comedians, if they want to grow, they have to change. This does not go just for comedians, it goes for actors, directors, musicians, anybody. You have to reinvent yourself, or you'll be stuck doing the same thing over and over again. And there's some people that'll stick around, but sooner or later people will grow tired. And again, this does not help his cause because he already stole jokes. It already makes him unlikable. So add on top of that the fact that he's doing the same jokes, does not admit that he's not Mexican. All of these things are just making him look like a buffoon. So this is a very short video, but I just want to say it's very clear that Carlos will never have that comeback. And since he was given so many opportunities, I don't think he's ever going to apologize. So for this reason, Carlos Mencia will never have a comeback. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. And I'll be seeing you guys next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Get the fuck out of here.
If you want any more of that, you can come by and see us again, yeah?
I'm like a rapper. I just sample shit and make it my own. Was that really my song? I don't know. But it sounds like mine, but it kind of sounds like somebody else's. It's a hit, bitch!